Man, oh man, what a phenomenal season 3. Round of applause for everything Attack on Titan this season. The anime has been wonderful. Before I go any further, I will admit that I am a manga reader, so I am aware of what's happening or what is to happen. So I'm not, but I'm not gonna be a jerk about it like a lot of manga readers are, and I will not spoil anything for you. What I will say though is a lot of manga readers, for whatever reason, and this goes beyond just the Attack on Titan series or whatnot, but you know, even when you start to deal with Game of Thrones and A Song of Ice and Fire, and even the book readers over there, it's something about people who read the books or the manga that just makes them jerks. And before this season could even get started, I kept seeing and hearing a lot of manga readers say shit like, oh, well, this is only information, and this is boring and boring and boring and boring and boring and this and that. And I kept thinking to myself, I remember reading this piece of the manga, and I was never bored. But, maybe I was wrong, so I just had to consider, that maybe these people might be right. Let me be the first to tell you they were wrong. They were wrong with everything that they said, right? First of all, one thing I love about the anime is that the pacing is phenomenal. They do such a great job at their pacing. Like, man, oh man, I don't even know how to even start, with this last episode. I thought the post-credit sort of MCU style ending was just phenomenal. The fact that there's some heavy foreshadowing, and I have seen some reaction channels for the most part decode certain things. I won't say exactly what it is, but man, for all you people who literally broke down that post-credit scene, and then you went from frame to frame, you said, oh, somebody's burnt, and how's it just Eren, Mikasa, and Levi, and like, what happened? Did everybody die? This and that. And I'm like, man, I was really impressed. Not to say that you were right, but I was really impressed by those of you who actually went out to decode this stuff. What I will say further than that is, like, beyond this season just being good with the pacing and all that, I really like the music. That's another thing that I feel like you get with the anime that you can't necessarily replicate when you read the manga. I think you should do both, but the music and the way the scenes are set up, and just how eerie this shit is, like, I feel like they do a real good job with that outside of the pacing. But man, what do we begin? Like, when you look at Armin and him sort of getting over exuberant towards the end and saying things like, let's go to the sea, let's do this, let's do that, blah blah blah, and then you have Levi listening. You have to wonder what that's about. You have to wonder, like, like, how convenient it is that Levi's hearing Armin's excitement about going to the sea, and extracting, going to this place where you have all this salt, that I forgot exactly how he worded it, but it's so much salt you can't exhaust it. Just overall, just a real good vibe. Things did kind of slow down towards the end, but for the most part, we're setting up for something big. This is the basement, for crying out loud. We're trying to get to that damn basement. I know people who've been like, man, what is in the basement? I was one of those people, and I couldn't wait. I unfortunately, I was one of those people who got caught up in the the early, like when Attack on Titan first came out, and then we had to wait all those years and years and years. So I was like, you know what, fuck this, man. I'm about to get into this manga, whatever. But oh man, the beloved basement. What is in that basement? What is Dr. Yeager? What did he put in that basement? Who exactly is Dr. Yeager? What does the future? What will it show us about Dr. Yeager? I know there are some people who are speculating that Dr. Yeager might not be such a good guy. Then there's other people who are saying, maybe he is a good guy or whatnot. But for the most part, there's still some ambiguity around his character. But overall, man, I really gotta, tip my hat. And I'm not even wearing a hat right now. But if I was wearing a hat, I would tip my hats to everybody involved in this creative process of the anime. Man, just overall, just a good, solid episode. Like I said, that end credit scene just did wonders. From what I'm hearing, the rumblings are is that was the last episode until April. And for you anime watchers out there, stay strong. I know it sucks. I know some manga readers are jerks, but stay strong, stay spoiler free, and keep fighting the good fight. That's all I can really tell you. But overall, like I said, just a good, solid episode, and I can't wait to see what else is in store. We have a long ways to go, but man, oh man, good stuff.